Henyard says she is endorsing a new board, but not announcing who they are just yet. Instead, promising to name them later this month. Henyard is under investigation by the FBI.
Now she's teasing a big announcement that she claims will result in some of her opponents being arrested and charged.
How much would you pay to attend a politician's re-election party? If you're in Dalton, Illinois, and thinking about supporting Mayor Tiffany Henyard, it'll cost you $50 just to get through the door. That's right, $50 for entry. And if you really want to show your support, the price only climbs from there. But with all the controversy surrounding Henyard's time in office, you have to wonder, is this a bold fundraising move or a desperate attempt to cover up some serious financial mismanagement?
South suburban politician Tiffany Henyard appears to have lost control of both.
Let's break it down, because this story has more layers than an onion, and the deeper you go, the sharper the sting. Tiffany Henyard, who has served as mayor of Dalton since 2021, is no stranger to controversy. She's faced accusations of corruption, financial mismanagement, and even using the local police force to harass her political opponents. It sounds like something out of a drama series, but the reality might be even more outrageous. Henyard's leadership in Dalton has been under fire from residents, officials, and even former allies. The small town of around 20,000 people, just south of Chicago, has experienced its fair share of chaos since she took office. From allegations of lavish spending to claims of misusing public funds for personal gain, it's no surprise that many are questioning her bid for re-election. But if Henyard is feeling the pressure, she's not showing it. In fact, she's gearing up to celebrate with a re-election launch party.
Is not until 2025, yet Tiffany Henyard has officially decided she wants to stay as mayor despite the cloud of controversy surrounding.
So what's the deal with this party? If you're thinking of attending, get ready to open your wallet. The entry fee is $50. But that's just the beginning. Henyard's campaign has rolled out a tiered donation system, and the more you give, the flashier your title becomes. For $35, you can call yourself a resident supporter. Ironically, that donation won't even get you into the party. Apparently, loyalty comes at a higher price. Let's break down these wild donation tiers. After the $35 resident supporter level, you'll need to shell out $50 to be just a plain supporter. That's right, $15 more, and you lose the resident part of the title. Not exactly the glow-up you'd hope for. Feeling generous? For $150, you can ascend to bronze supporter status. If you're sitting on $500, you can hit silver sponsor, but wait, there's more. For the true high rollers, $1,000 earns you the coveted gold sponsor title. And if you're really looking to impress, a $5,000 donation crowns you as a platinum sponsor. Yes, you heard that right, $5,000. It seems Henyard isn't just throwing a party, she's putting a hefty price tag on admiration.
Special board meeting because business has not gotten done at 2 previous meetings, so that's some progress there. But this meeting was not without its fair share.
Let's take a moment. $5,000 for a re-election party. It's no surprise people are questioning where all this money is going. Henyard has faced accusations of misusing public funds before, so it's not a stretch to wonder if this is just another cash grab. And here's the kicker: one way to donate is through a Zelle account linked directly to her personal bank account. That's right, straight to her personal finances. Not exactly standard protocol for a political campaign, is it? You have to wonder what's really happening behind the scenes. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. Henyard has made it clear she has no intention of stepping down, no matter the opposition. She's even taken to calling herself the super mayor, a self-proclaimed title that's rubbing plenty of people the wrong way. It's not just the title, though, it's how she's running the town. Residents and trustees alike have accused Henyard of managing Dalton like a dictatorship, using the police to intimidate opponents and spending taxpayer money on lavish parties and frivolous expenses. Meanwhile, as Dalton sinks deeper into debt, Henyard seems more focused on boosting her own image than addressing the town's pressing issues.
Well, for the first time in many weeks, Dalton trustees and Mayor Tiffany Henyard held a public meeting together, but not at Village Hall.
When it comes to finances, things aren't looking great for Dalton. Reports indicate the town is $5 million in debt, with no signs of improvement. Some speculate that the village's police cars could even be repossessed due to missed payments. Despite this, Mayor Tiffany Henyard doesn't seem too concerned. Instead, she's focused on maintaining her public image, quite literally. Her face is plastered across billboards and posters throughout the town, featuring slogans like "Keeping My Promises" and "The People's Choice." The heavy-handed self-promotion is raising eyebrows, with some residents comparing her tactics to those of authoritarian leaders. It's like a dictator, one Dalton resident remarked, likening Henyard's self-promotion to that of Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro. There's no call for it. I've never seen this town more screwed up under her, and I've seen 20 years of this malarkey. Clearly, frustration is mounting. But Henyard doesn't seem fazed. In fact, she's doubling down, continuing to pour village funds into personal expenses, including security details, luxury travel, and even a personal skating rink that reportedly only opens when she decides to host an event. Residents are growing tired of the spectacle, but Henyard appears determined to keep the spotlight firmly on herself.
Another board meeting got canceled because of a lack of quorum.
That came after a disagreement about where to hold the meeting, as trustees expressed concerns for their safety.
Despite all the controversies, Tiffany Henyard is pushing full steam ahead with her re-election campaign. In a bold move, she's even proposed a salary ordinance that would slash the pay of whoever takes her seat if she loses, while keeping her own salary untouched. It's a classic power play, making it clear Henyard isn't stepping aside without a fight. But at what cost? Let's not forget the FBI investigation looming over her. Earlier this year, federal agents issued subpoenas to collect financial records and business documents from Dalton and Thornton Township, where Henyard also serves as supervisor. The investigation reportedly focuses on allegations of financial misconduct, including claims that Henyard has been using taxpayer money for personal expenses, racking up thousands on Amazon orders, dining, and luxury hotels. If these accusations hold water, Henyard could be facing serious legal trouble. Interestingly, Henyard has remained notably quiet about the investigation. While she denies any wrongdoing, she's been careful not to disclose much. In a recent Facebook Live broadcast, she addressed some of the allegations but offered little in the way of evidence to clear her name. Instead, the nearly 90-minute rant saw her blaming political opponents for the town's troubles and promising to spill the tea at a later date. It's not the first time Henyard has made such promises. She previously teased a tell-all podcast to expose her critics, but so far nothing has come of it. For many, it's beginning to feel like a lot of smoke and mirrors.
Home that she leased to Mayor Tiffany Henyard has filed eviction papers. She says Henyard has not paid her rent, and now she...
Despite the controversies, Tiffany Henyard appears confident in her chances for re-election. She has already launched her campaign and seems to believe a landslide victory is within reach. However, the people of Dalton may not be as easily convinced this time. Trustees and residents alike are growing increasingly frustrated with the current state of affairs, and calls for change are echoing louder than ever. Trustee Jason House, part of the Clean House slate running against Henyard, has been outspoken about the need to restore integrity and order to the village. He's not alone. Residents have been voicing their concerns at public meetings, demanding accountability and transparency from their mayor. One resident even stated, "This is an embarrassment to Dalton. Why won't you step down?" It's a fair question, but Henyard shows no signs of backing down. In fact, she's using every tactic available to maintain her grip on power. At one point, she even threatened to have political opponents arrested. During one of her infamous Facebook Live broadcasts, Henyard announced plans to press charges against certain individuals, though she didn't specify what crimes they had allegedly committed. It's a bold move, especially considering Henyard's own legal troubles. She is currently facing an eviction lawsuit for failing to pay rent on her home. That's right, Tiffany Henyard, the self-proclaimed super mayor, is months behind on rent and being sued by her landlord.
Henyard's landlord showed up here to see her tenant in person after she says Henyard has been dodging both her and rent payments for months.
Janetta Hull, Mayor Tiffany Henyard's landlord, recently broke her silence on the situation, revealing that Henyard and her boyfriend Kamal Woods haven't paid rent since August. According to Hull, the couple owes her several $1,000s and even went as far as changing the locks on the home to keep her out. Hull, who once considered Henyard a friend, now regrets ever renting to her. She's filed an eviction lawsuit, but serving the papers has proven difficult as Henyard has been avoiding her. At some point, you have to understand that karma is going to catch up to you. Just pay your rent, Hull remarked. It's a damning scenario for someone vying to lead a town, but Henyard's financial troubles don't stop there. Alongside the rent dispute, she's also facing an ongoing FBI investigation into her spending habits. Reports indicate that Henyard has been using the village's credit card for questionable purchases, including a $43,000 Amazon shopping spree. She's also accused of spending thousands on luxury travel, dining, and entertainment, all while Dalton's financial situation continues to deteriorate. With these mounting issues, it's no surprise that people are starting to question Henyard's leadership.
At 6, embattled Dalton Mayor Tiffany Henyard is mounting a re-election bid. Henyard made the announcement in a post on her Facebook.
As if that weren't enough, there's also the issue of Mayor Tiffany Henyard's security detail. Since a 2021 protest over a shooting, Henyard has been using police officers as her personal bodyguards, racking up over $1 million in overtime pay. According to former Dalton Police Chief Robert Collins, who was fired by Henyard late last year, the mayor has been deploying officers not just for security, but for personal errands like picking up her daughter from school and going shopping. Collins even revealed that Henyard ordered him to target certain individuals for harassment, further fueling the growing list of accusations against her. So what do you think? Is Tiffany Henyard's re-election campaign a last-ditch effort to cling to power, or does she truly believe she's the right leader for Dalton? And about that $50 entry fee, would you pay it to attend her event? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Stay tuned for more updates on the unfolding drama in Dalton, because something tells us this story is far from over.